Today, I wanted to talk about a show that dragged many of us kicking and screaming, either into adulthood or your triple quarter life crisis. Steven Universe. Meeting all of y'all has been the cherry on top. I didn't know these videos would bring all of us together like this. And now we 240K strong. Let's fucking go. This channel is growing a mile a minute with so many of y'all being artists and musicians and people who got that zest for life and creativity. But I ain't trying to get all up in y'all booty hole right now. I'll do that later. All that to say, the Steven Universe fandom is alive and well. But for those who need to be introduced to this gem of a show, let me put you on. Steven Universe is a cartoon about a nigga named Steven who is being humbly brought up by these alien crime-fighting women called the Crystal Gems. He's living a life full of joy and hot dogs and singing, you know, until the aliens start fucking shit up. In dire times, the gems can use a special ability to Dragon Ball Z the shit out and fuse together into a beautiful giant goddess. But sometimes they need a bit more muscle. We're gonna be focusing on the gems that go beyond regular fusion, the Giga Goddesses. These fusions are usually made up of 3 or more gems. With the exception of Malachite, she only 2 gems, so I don't know why she that big. They fed her extra broccoli or some shit. But these gems, they only come out on special occasions. They come out to fight, of course, to repair a spaceship, or to fill in for your dead mama at a dinner party. But just because they come out on occasion doesn't mean they shouldn't get any love. These are gonna be kind of spitfire in this video because these are like C-plot characters and they didn't get a lot of screen time compared to most, but they still are super fan favorite fusions of the show. With that being said, the first fusion we're gonna redesign today is Fluorite. I know. After all that shit I was talking, I know some of y'all called me out last video because I didn't put enough respect on her name and her hood. And that was my fault because after going back and rewatching some of the episodes, I see y'all's side. I was a hater on Fluorite. I judged the book by its cover. And for the other Fluorite haters like me out there and was mad because we didn't like her nose or her hair, I feel like I gotta defend her case a bit. Fluorite is one of the few fusions in the show who we would actually consider a mega fusion. Most of the fandom consider her to be the representation of an older polyamorous relationship. Fluorite is made out of 6 gems, so it's really cool how they thought about that and added that into her character. It's wild to think about how many people are inhabiting this one body. So she talks real slow and we get that speech impediment rep. Going back and watching her though, she's like kind of cool and she be saying the most out-of-pocket shit. On one episode, someone asked her how many gems she got. 6, maybe more if we meet the right gem. Ma'am, are you recruiting? Ain't nobody asked you all that. And she's open about her relationship, despite the fact that she's hiding from the law. And I love her for that. Like, you got one eternal life, sis. Say what you gonna say. Fluorite, she's old, she's feisty, and she's down for activities. I see the appeal. I see the poly rep. I see the old woman. But even though she may be a cool old sweet granny, her fit flop. It's so bad. I ain't even gonna talk about it right now. Let's just get into the redesign before I get mad. So for this redesign, I decided I didn't really want to change much about the theme. I kept the caterpillar look because she's the only gem in the whole show that looks like that. And I hate to change that part about her when it's so unique to her. You know what I'm saying? But there were some major changes I did end up doing besides that. For one, I shrunk the nose at least -3 times the size. I ain't got no nose. So seeing how bulbous and voluptuous hers was, it made me feel weak and vulnerable. I really didn't have anything in mind when starting out on any of these designs. I wanted to change my perspective with my art by having no expectations. I just showed up to the page and what came out, came out. And I start by throwing a bunch of random lines out, but it helps my brain kind of work out a shape in my head. So eventually I get to where I need to go with this sketch. I felt that the caterpillar theme was cool, but y'all, I don't understand why she got on the women's hardcore paddle vest for adult purple blue gradient Coast Guard approved life jacket. Who is swimming? So I took the liberty of giving her some actual clothing, at the very least a shawl or a cloak. So I played around with the idea of incorporating some kind of butterfly or moth elements to her outfit. I ended up giving her this cloak that drapes down her back in the shape of butterfly wings. I added a bit of neck fluff and attached her usual chest gems to that. It's giving cozy granny. I flattened out her hair, gave it some length. For the colors, I think I really do like the purple, pinks, and blues in her OG design. So I kept it around the same color scheme with the addition of yellow as an accent. And I know out of the 6 gems in this fusion, not one of them has lips. So I gave her at least half a lip. She can get the top half. And while I might have been a fluorite hater in the past, I can happily say that I've been reformed. Fluorite is one of the funnest fusions I've drawn so far, and I can't wait to hear what y'all gonna say about it. The only thing I wanna know now is what gem she's actually fused with. We never got the answer. If you know, drop a comment, and if you like fluorite out of all of these designs, don't hesitate. Please leave me the caterpillar emoji.
What's good, babe?
In the comments below.
6. Maybe more if we meet the right gem.
Now time to recreate everyone's favorite fusion, Alexandrite. I'm sorry, I can't lie like that. Out of every fusion in the show, she is at rock, booty, bottom of my tier list. The only exception being Rainbow 2.0. And don't get me started on that nigga. Alexandrite is created when garnet, amethyst, and pearl basically have no other options left. This is their last resort form. She'd be my last resort too. Because of this, Alexandrite is only brought out for certain occasions, like either the earth is facing some unforeseeable threat, or you gotta go meet the in-laws at dinner. Life or death situations. And this is mainly due to her not being as put together as other fusions we see in the show. Like, she got a few problems, because garnet, amethyst, and pearl are 3 complete opposites. So when we put all of them together, they just don't know how to act. So instead of a new fusion with a new personality, they're physically fused but have trouble staying mentally fused. She is strictly there just to throw hands. If you want to be born backwards, then Alexandrite is your gem. But if you want to take her out to eat, she was really about to destabilize over some bang bang shrimp. Like, she's not gonna hold it together. And I'm low-key scared of her. She just looked like she would bite people. I don't have a problem with Alexandrite's personality so much as I do her design. Because why? I ain't even about to cut up today. Y'all seen her hair. I don't know why y'all thought I was gonna be good. So for this redesign, going back and watching her episodes, I did really like the little things Alexandrite would do. We still don't know much about her personality-wise, but I did get those little things, like she's quiet, a little distant, like she in her own world, and she's also kind of sloppy. I like that. I like how she a little awkward. Like, that's my favorite type. But between Fluorite's gradient puddle jumper life jacket and Alexandrite's baby floaty arm bumpers, who's drowning? I don't care what her personality says, she getting dripped out today. I don't know the specific theme Rebecca was going for with her design, but I wanted to kind of give her an appearance other than just alien. Because even though her OG design looked like she'd been working a long day, all her components love and protect Steven and the Earth. So I really leaned into that hero role that she is to the team. I ended up going with this alien meets magical girl meets superwoman look. I want her to look like she can beat my ass, but with class. I started off with this bold, strong, empowering female lead protagonist pose. I was fighting for my life with the first half of the speed paint, and sometimes I just gotta go back to Bing Bong caveman anatomy, like draw square, draw circle. But hey, if it worked, it worked. But yeah, once I got the pose down, it was smooth sailing. But the most intimidating part of this design was the hair. No, it's not just the hair, it's her. I can't take it no more. My theory on why she looked like that is because one of her powers is absorbing baby caterpillar essence. And why the shoes, Rebecca? Why? You had her on the top tier gators, but you switched them. You switched them to the Gerber gender neutral baby socks. Triangle foot ass, cylinder hip ass. The A in her name stand for absolutely not. Okay, I'm done. I just had to get that out. I had to get that out. I never noticed how many people in Steven Universe actually had the Pennywise cut until I started making these videos. It's all fun and games till Nickel Smart pull up. But I felt bad, you know, because somebody gotta have that top middle dollop of hair. So I felt like if anyone should keep it, it should be Alexandrite. And as a theme for this design, I wanted 3 to be a reoccurring theme too, because she's the embodiment of 3 different people. So she has 3 ponytails. Her weapon is a 3-headed ball mace. And my favorite part, I gotta mention, I got her on these golden armor guards, right? I rolled with that and I etched Pearl and Amethyst faces on them. Y'all can't tell me that's not clean. Y'all can't tell me. So we got like a whole Cerberus thing going. I kept her outfit design pretty close to the original. I just switched up the design in general, but my absolute biggest hurdle was finding the right color palette. The only true reason why Alexandrite is at booty bottom of my tier list is because her color palette is horrendous. And I don't use that word lightly. I don't even use that word. That's how you know it's bad. They got her on the magenta, green, and dull purple combo going. Ugh. Long story short, after battling with my inner fashionista, we decided to keep the green hair.
Green hair!
Because even though I dislike it, again, I feel like if anyone should have it, Alexandrite should. So after plenty of trial and error with these colors, I settled on this lychee color palette with a gold accent, and it turned out so cute. This is the new Alexandrite. I love this one so much. And if you like Alexandrite the most out of these designs, please leave me the star emoji in the comments below.
What are you doing?
I'm hungry!
Cut it out, you two.
You two should spend some time apart.
And last on the list today is Malachite. Malachite is the fusion between Lapis and Jasper, 2 former antagonists in the show. They came together under the guise of beating the shit out of the gems once and for all, only for it to turn into a year-long toxic relationship where they trapped each other at the bottom of the ocean. For the ones who are new here and don't know just how bad the nature of this character is and just how she came into being, let me paint a visual. You got this big ship floating in the sky. All the gems are coming crashing down. Jasper, who we all thought was probably dead after that crash, got up out the rubble of an exploding ship with no bubble, no armor, no magical source protecting her. She was raw dogging the explosion, still trying to fight, and got Lapis, who was a gem who was basically the crystal gem's captive, to form a fusion together. The whole scene was so, I don't even know the words to describe it, iconic. Their fusion just kept getting bigger and bigger. Terrifying. It's a 2-gem fusion, y'all. 2! Malachite is the game changer because Malachite isn't just any fusion. She's one of the worst cases of fusion, a forced one. She's the complete antithesis to Garnet as a character, and I fucking love it. So redesigning her, I wanted to try my hand at making her just as monstrous as she is in the show, if not more. Malachite is a lot like Alexandrite in a way where her personality isn't one distinct personality. You got Lapis and Jasper, but you can always tell who's doing the talking most of the time. I chose to go with a theme of something big, something toxic, and while a snake would have sufficed, I chose to go the spider route because this isn't the first time we've seen a bug-like fusion in the show. Fluorite is based from a caterpillar, Alexandrite is based off a roach. Why not have a whole damn colony? For her pose, I was really going for that like Krona-like vibe. Like they just look like they're in pain, back arching, bent backward, body built like a bent stick. Get it, girl? But then I was like, well, how can I make this even more fucked up, but keep it PG? So I opened up her stomach and turned it into this large gaping mouth with these sharp, jagged teeth because Malachite is an unstable fusion. That girl be throwing gorilla fits for no reason. She fights just cause she knows she gonna win. She fought Alexandrite in some point of the show. Alexandrite was like, please save my watermelons. I have to protect my watermelons. And Malachite just didn't care at all. She just wanted violence. While I did change Malachite's entire theme, I actually really enjoyed how she looked. She's waifu material. A little crazy, but I like that. I really liked her poofy, wild white hair. So I kind of kept that with the same fluffed out texture. But I also add varying bits of stringy long hair just to add to that creepiness factor. And then when I decided that that wasn't creepy enough, I needed more. So I got 3 of her eyes on one side of her face and 1 giant fused eye on the other. For her clothes, I decided to keep it simple and go for a plain deep green green bralette beach top and a water skirt design because I wanted her extra limbs and body to be the main attraction of this piece. It ain't about the clothes for this one. And for the colors, I kept to the same green and white color scheme that their original design has. And that's Malachite. I had a bit of trouble connecting human hands to spider legs. I don't know what kind of anatomy I would need for that, but y'all see the bigger picture, right? I feel like I expanded my horizons and I really do enjoy how it came out, regardless of the time I spent fighting with it. If you like Malachite out of all of these fusions, please leave me the spider emoji in the comment section.
You know you're right. There really is something more to this fusion thing. You've really shown me a whole new world of possibilities.
And that's all for this video. Now back to y'all's anal cavity. I really appreciate all you guys gathering to watch me make these videos. Not only that, but y'all niggas out here creating y'all's own art. I be seeing y'all making videos and fan art and shit. I just don't be saying nothing cause I'm a lurker, but I be watching. I love every last thing y'all send me. I got a whole shrine of y'all's art at this point. You guys caught me in the middle of my art journey. I never expected an entire community to pop up. But y'all here and y'all seem to be enjoying it. So for that, I'm forever grateful. I don't know what kind of artist I'll be. I just know I want to be the type of person that shows you how fun it can be. And if there's anything that I have to offer that can help y'all continue to create, I want to be there for y'all every step of the way. And I will be drawing any and every character that I'm deliriously fixated on throughout this journey. And to my Patreons, my riders for lifers, my sibs from another crib who have been with me through the trenches. I love y'all. Y'all keep this channel alive and fed. I couldn't ask for a more kind-hearted, silly bunch of degenerates. So shout out to my big dogs, Sade M, Pebbles Wendy, Rachel Bloom, Ladybug Gamer, you already know, Jamie McMahon, Josh is Nervous, Time Space 03, and Shy Lude. But Time Space and Shy ain't got no pictures yet. I'ma get on that. I love y'all. These the thugs running the streets, y'all. Put some respect on them. And if y'all want to join the crew, my Patreon is open to all. Special shout out to my editor Pink, of course. I would only be half as funny without their expert input. We run this channel together and I wouldn't have it any other way. Stay tuned for videos that might be a little different. We might even start bringing some anime into the mix. How y'all feel about that? Huh? How y'all feel about that? Huh? How y'all feel about that? How y'all feel about that? But I know y'all gonna enjoy them anyways, cause y'all chill like that. I can't wait to read and reply to y'all's comments. I love you guys, and I'll see y'all next time.